There are many mysteries from the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross finale that have still been yet to be figured out. While the finale answered a decent amount of our questions about Union Cross and its lore, we also got a lot of new stuff, a lot of new lore, a lot of new added on information, layers, that is very likely going to just bleed right into Phase 2. One of those things that I'm very curious about, that I haven't talked about too much, I have seen other people mention, this was something I noticed during the Union Cross finale itself, and that is Ventus arriving in the Badlands, which by itself is something normal. A lot of us assume that after Ventus, did his thing in Union Cross, being a Union leader or being a fake one, that when he travels through time, he simply ends up in the Birth by Sleep time period, and that still might be where this is. However, I want to take notice and put attention on the silhouette that we see walking towards Ventus, because it does not look like Xehanort, at least to me. Now, I know it is just a silhouette, and it is something that is like that to be mysterious, to be vague, but that's also a argument for why I think it might not be Xehanort. This seems to be in a time period a little bit before we see Ventus end up with Xehanort, with Master Xehanort the Old Man. Ventus's hair is different. Ventus is still way younger in Union Cross than he is in Birth by Sleep. So this is where Ventus first initially arrives, and it might not be in Xehanort's hand. Maybe there's another character who leads Xehanort, to Ventus, which does make a lot of sense, because why exactly would Xehanort know about Ventus just, off rip? Yeah, Xehanort could just pick a random kilo or that happened to be important, but there's a lot more to the reasoning for why Xehanort picked Ventus. Xehanort was likely guided to him, and someone likely told Xehanort about him. It could have been Luxu and Braig. It could be the Master of Masters. Now we know that they've interacted before. There's a lot of possibilities. Once again, although this is just a silhouette, the shape does not match at all. There's minimal reason to hide him as well, I feel like. A lot of us know that Xehanort eventually gets a hold of Ventus. Square has to know that the viewers are very aware of this, I'd imagine, so there would be no reason to really make Xehanort a silhouette here if this was Xehanort. Maybe they're just being mysterious for the sake of it, but I really doubt it. Union Cross has gone out of its way to express tinier details to just make something like this unnecessarily vague or confusing. It is possible they really just didn't feel like modeling Old Man Xehanort, but again, they've gone out of their way for other stuff before in the past. Who could this be though if this isn't Master Xehanort? Like I mentioned earlier, it could be a Luxu, it could be a Master of Masters, it could be a Ava potentially, maybe it's Darkness, as Darkness is very likely still with Ven. It could be a new character potentially, someone that we just have no idea about, someone who's been in the background this whole time on top of Luxu, who's been moving things along. Maybe it's someone related to Quadratum. I don't know, I'm just throwing out things at this point. I have heard a lot of people saying that it could be Ava potentially, since Ava's role in a lot of this is very up in the air, as I'm a little surprised we didn't see her at the ending of Union Cross, but that only makes her role even more mysterious going into Phase 2, and if we get even more info on Ven's backstory, on exactly how Ven, got to Xehanort, how exactly Ven got, through all of this from then to now, she could very well be a part of his story, a part of all the Union leaders' story. To a degree, she already is. But I just wanted to bring attention to this topic. I thought it was very interesting. I want to see what you guys have to say about this. Do you guys think me and other people are crazy for thinking this might not be Xehanort? Do you think it's Xehanort? Tell me how you feel in the comment section down below. But that'll be all for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. Oh, also, another thing, Dark Road, again, is releasing this month. That is going to be crazy. I'm excited for it. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out to you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer.